All right, open up your book to chapter 30, page 167, and we'll get started with our quick write and our notes. It says, why do people tell stories? Why does Min Lee's family tell stories? So just think about like the stories that your grandparents tell or your parents tell, or if you're with your friends, you come back to school after the weekend and you guys have stories to tell, like what are some reasons why you tell stories? And I really want to challenge you, write 3 to 4 sentences. Why do you tell stories? And why does Min Lee's family tell stories? This should take you about 3 to 4 minutes. So press pause, and when you're finished, you can press play and we'll get started with the vocabulary. Our focus question for today is, what was the purpose of the story told in chapter 30, How Do You Know? So the story that's going to be told in chapter 30 has a different purpose than the stories that have been told throughout the chapter. So when Ba tells stories to Min Lee at the beginning of the book, he's trying to entertain her. He is trying to lift her spirits because the village is dull and brown, and they don't want to be dull and brown. So they tell stories to make themselves feel better. And then when they're on their journeys, like when Ma and Ba go to look for her, the goldfish man tells a story, and it's to teach Ma and Ba a lesson about trusting Min Lee. And the dragon tells Min Lee stories about himself to explain to her where he came from. So stories can be used to encourage people, to teach lessons, and just to tell someone more about yourself. But in this chapter, it has an even different purpose. So it's a new purpose. Our vocabulary words for today are halted. That means to stop. Wailing, to cry out in anger or pain. And then outraged is anger, shock, indignation. So I really want you to think about these two pictures. In this picture, the woman is crying, so that's a picture of wailing. But in this picture, this person looks angry. He looks like he's yelling. And so this is a picture of outraged. All right, I'm gonna start reading chapter 30 aloud, and we're gonna keep up with our CSPS as we read. And we're going to figure out how the character responds to the problem and solution. All right, let's just refresh our memory from chapter 29 last night. A green tiger came into the cave where Dragon and Min Lee were, and he attacked Min Lee. And before he could kill her, Dragon steps out in front, and he, yells at the tiger to run away, and the tiger wounds him with his claws, but eventually the tiger goes away, and so now Dragon is like very sick. And so Min Lee runs out of the cave to go to this yellow patch in the distance that she thinks is a city, and she's going to try to get help for Dragon. So we are in chapter 30, page 167. Min Lee's feet pounded against the rocky ground, fighting the uneven earth as she climbed upward. It was difficult. So we're thinking, like, where is Min Lee? We know she's outside. She is past the woods, right? And now she's in this like rocky mountain area, and she is trying to get to the yellow patch that she sees in a distance that she thinks is the city. So that's our answer for box 2. We'll go back to box 1. That's our answer for box 2 though. She's outside in a mountain area, and she is running towards this yellow patch in the distance because she believes it's a city. And now we're thinking, okay, why is she going here again? And that's because she is looking to get help for Dragon because the green tiger hurt him and now he's sick. You can rewind and listen to the answers in box 2 again, or you can press pause and write down your answers. We're going to keep reading. The wind-carved rocks and boulders seemed to grow from the ground like trees. So there weren't trees, but there were very large rocks. Confusing her way and disrupting her balance, Minli was so intent on her movement that she almost didn't notice a low growl. But she halted as soon as she heard it. The tiger. She could see the tip of its green tail ahead over one of the large misshapen rocks. Quietly, she grabbed the sharp-looking stone from the ground and crept forward. Wow, so the tiger is green, and I want you to think about that. That's unusual for a tiger. They are usually like orange and black striped. So it's unusual that this tiger is green, and that should give you a clue as a reader, like this tiger is different. There is something special about this tiger, and because we know this is a fiction text and we've been studying folk tales, it could be that this tiger has some sort of magic associated with it. And now we're thinking, like, what does this reveal about Minli? Quietly, she grabbed a sharp-looking stone from the ground and crept forward. Like, what is she planning to do with this sharp stone? And you can go ahead and fill that in for box number 1. What kind of person is Minli, and why do you think this? So she's picking, first she ran away to go get help for Dragon. So that should tell you she is like a caring person. She's loyal. She cares about her friendship with the dragon. But she's also pretty brave here. She's going to pick up a sharp stone and she's going to try to fight this tiger with it. So that also means that she's brave. Press pause to write down your answer in box 1 and press play when you're ready for the next page. There it was in the clearing of flat stone. The evil animal was pacing back and forth as if it were waiting. Minli tightened her grip on the stone. Then she gasped. A plump little girl dressed in brilliant red was running toward the tiger. Before Minli could scream a warning, someone from behind her pulled her down and covered her mouth. "Shh," the voice said. And Minli looked into the eyes of a small boy who seemed to be the same age as the girl. Underneath a gray blanket he was using like a cape, she could see flashes of quilted red clothing that matched the girl's. Her face was round and pink, as if it were more used to laughing than the serious frown it wore now. She nodded at the panicked gestures to keep quiet. "Oh, green tiger!" The little girl threw herself on the ground in a trembling kowtow before the beast. "Powerful spirit of the magistrate, my worthless ancestors angered. My brother and I were sent to you as a sacrifice you demanded." The tiger roared furiously, and the girl cowered. "I'm sorry," the girl said, her voice quivering. "My brother and I were both sent to you, but on the way another monstrous beast attacked us. He took my brother, and so there was only me." The tiger made an outraged sound. "Yes, another beast. This is what happened." So I wanted to go back, and the girl mentions the magistrate. So I'm thinking, okay, there's been a magistrate in almost all the stories. We know he was this evil, greedy man. So now I'm thinking, whoa, I wonder if that is why the tiger is green. Green often symbolizes like greedy, because green is the same color as like money. So that could be interesting. Also, this girl is lying. We know her little brother is with Min Lee hiding right now. He didn't get eaten by this other beast. So now we're thinking she's about to tell him a story. And we know she's already lying, so this story, she's going to continue to lie to the green tiger, and we're trying to figure out why would she lie to this green tiger? Go ahead and fill in box 3 though. So what obstacle has Min Lee encountered right now? She has encountered the green tiger, who was about to attack her again, but this little girl jumps out and is distracting the green tiger now. And her brother is hiding with Min Lee behind the rocks. Press pause to write that down and then play when you get started. Your message to the family caused an uproar. There was a great wailing and crying as Agong, our grandfather, told us that you demanded 2 children every month to be sacrificed to you. That's when they are going to be killed to pay for a debt, or they're going to be killed as a punishment. It was payment for the insult our ancestors caused you, he said, and if we paid, you would leave the rest of the family in peace. It was a high price, but we knew with your immense power and strength that we could not disobey. So my brother and I chose to be the first 2 children. As the family wept, my brother and I left our home to go to you. But as we made our way to meet you, an evil beast jumped from the rocks. He looked like you, only not as strong or as mighty, of course. And he was dark, the color of a night shadow. He roared at us, but as we trembled to the ground, I cried out, "Don't eat us, beast! We belong to the great green tiger!" And the beast stopped his roar at my words. "Green tiger?" he growled. "Yes, we are sacrifices for the great green tiger. We are not for you. If you attack us, you will make the mighty green tiger angry, and he will destroy you." "Destroy me? Ha ha!" the beast laughed. "The green tiger is an old weakling." "No," my brother protested. "The great green tiger is the most powerful beast of all. None can defy him." The beast laughed again. "A paper pig is more mighty than the green tiger. I will take you, but leave the other for him, pathetic dog that he is." And with that, the girl said, he took my brother and dragged him to his cave. So we need to think, why would she tell the green tiger this lie, this elaborate lie about why her brother is not there, and this elaborate lie about how there's another tiger who thinks he is mightier than the king? Go to box 4. How did the boy and girl attempt to solve the problem? So we know the girl jumps out and tries to convince the green tiger that her brother was already eaten. Go back to the text, and with that, the girl said, "He took my brother and dragged him to the cave." The girl burst into sobs as Min Lee stole a glance at the boy. The boy looked a bit sheepish, but again put his finger to his lips for quiet. The tiger growled with impatience. As he disappeared, he said, the girl swallowed nervously in the green tiger's furious face. "Tell the green tiger that his son, the king, left you out of pity for his poor, feeble father." With those words, the green tiger roared with such rage, and even his stones seemed to shudder. Min Lee quaked, and the boy held her arm even tighter. "I can show you his den where he dragged my brother," the girl quivered. The tiger nodded at the girl with narrow eyes seething in fury. Shaking, the girl got up and began to lead the tiger away from the clearing. Min Lee, with the boy beckoning, silently followed. Box 4. How did the green tiger respond to the girl's story? Press pause and then get started with your paragraph. What is the purpose of the story told in chapter 30? How do you know?